Yo, 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 how y'all feeling? Y'all good? I know I'm good. You good?
I'm good.
I'm your host, Solomon.
This your girl Toya.
And this is
The Be Different podcast.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Be Different podcast. As you see, I'm your host, Solomon, here again with my mom.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya.
Oh, yeah, man. As y'all can see, we back again with another video, man. But before we get into it, y'all know y'all can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast. All at the Be Different podcast.
And y'all already know what to do. Go follow us on our social media pages. Instagram @ Be Different Podcast, X @ Be Different Pod, TikTok Be Different Pod _clips. You can also get in contact with us through our business email at BeDifferentPod06@gmail.com.
Okay, yeah, man. Now that we got that all out the way, man, like we told y'all on the little welcome back video, like we told y'all video coming soon. This is the video, recap video, everything that's been going on, man. So we just had to come at y'all this year. About to be a long episode, so just be prepared for that, but stay tuned. Gonna be a lot of good information.
That's right. That's right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get into it. The first Oklahoma High School powerlifting team. We kind of got into that a little bit on the welcome back episode. But the boys powerlifting team won Class 1A state division champs. Congratulations to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, congratulations to the old guys. Like to us, they won the 1A state championship. So, hey, shout out to the old guys. If you know Oklahoma powerlifting, they've been going down there for a long time. They just really never brought home that full team trophy. Always been one person getting the state championship. But shout out to those guys for completing the whole thing this year.
Yeah, and congratulations to the Latham boys, Coach Cobra and CJ. They are the powerlifting team coaches. We had a girls powerlifting team also this year.
They always had a girl powerlifting team.
I didn't know that,
Mm-hmm.
but they did well also this year. So shout out to them. Oklahoma track team boys. I know Jay Grady went to state and competed, and Bryson went to state and competed.
Yeah, just shout out to the whole
the
track
entire
team
girls
as a
and
whole
boys, yeah.
for your accomplishments this season, especially to those that went to the state match, state track meet. Even though we came up short, shout out to those guys that did make it.
That's right. And the football team, we talked about the football team before we went on break, but congratulations to them also.
Yeah, as well.
But last but not least, Oklahoma High School girls basketball team, huge shout out to those young ladies.
Yeah, shout out to those girls, man, for real. Historic season. Even though they fell short, historic season. Shout out to them. Shout out to Coach Clifton. The girl had a great season well. I ain't going to say that nobody expected. Everybody knew the girls were good, so I can't say that it wasn't expected. But for them to make it that far, though, they did surprise a lot of people in the surrounding areas outside of Oklahoma, because everybody in Oklahoma knew what the girls had and what they were capable of doing.
Yeah, and I mean, to get all the way, we played into the final day of basketball season for 1A, and congratulations to those young ladies. They stuck together. They fought through some adversity, and we came up short, but still was a very historic
still a great
season.
Still great season.
Yes, and to the seniors that went on, that graduated, congratulations and good luck on your future endeavors. And I mean, we are in a rebuilding stage now.
Facts.
So,
Definitely in rebuilding. Just excited to see what next year has to bring. Like Toy just said, definitely in the rebuilding season. Not all 5 of the starters, but 4 out of 5. Not 4 out of 5. 3 out of 5 were seniors, and one of them did transfer. So we just got one returning starter coming back. So
Yeah.
a lot of girls gonna have to step up.
Yep. It's time for them to step up.
Yep, a lot of girls gonna have to step up.
It's gonna be an interesting season to say the
Yeah,
least.
it is. It is. It is.
But I'm ready and I'm excited for
Facts.
it. Yeah.
Facts.
This
Facts.
overall, this was just a great athletic season
It
for
was.
Oklahoma schools.
It was.
Mean,
And the
every
support
sport,
was there
Yeah.
around.
The support, yes.
Support was there
definitely
for
there.
every sport.
Yeah.
Every sport for real.
And to the ones that were seniors that graduated, congratulations to you all.
Yep.
Good luck on your future endeavors. I know some of you all got scholarships to go play football,
Yep,
and basketball. So congratulations. I mean, who knows?
Facts, yeah. Continue to be great, from the BeDifferent podcast.
That's
I know
right.
we rooting for y'all. Yeah, just keep doing y'all thing, man.
Yeah. But we got to talk about this, too. This ain't Oklahoma, but this family adjacent. Calhoun City.
Yeah.
Calhoun City.
Great athletic season.
I mean.
1A champion in football, basketball, and track and field.
Yes. I mean.
Great
that
season.
was a great athletic
Great
season.
Season. And, like, I'm from Oklahoma, but like we've been saying on the podcast, when I saw that Calhoun City was coming to 1A, I knew they had state championship in football.
Yeah.
Off rip. I knew that coming in. We know we've been saying that.
Yeah.
You can go watch old podcast videos where we said, now basketball, I really wasn't sure. I knew they wasn't the worst team coming in, but 1A state champions, I can't 100% say that I saw that coming.
Yeah, I didn't either. That was
Shocking.
That
Very,
was shocking.
very shocking. Track and field, they really don't surprise me because I feel like if you can win 1A state championship in football, you should be able to win the track and field.
Yeah.
Not saying that like it's the same sport, but like you run it. Like if you can run and score a touchdown, I know football is more so about power, physicality and speed, but you got some track stars on the state championship football team too. You know what I'm saying? So
you do. But congratulations to those guys.
Facts,
I mean,
for real.
3 state championships
in
in
1
3
year.
sports in 1 year.
In 1 year.
That's
Historic.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Historic. Calhoun City, the first team to win state championship in football and basketball in the same year since Biggersville did.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. So congratulations to Coach Coffey and the rest of the coaches over there at Calhoun City.
Yeah, real life.
Y'all did it. Y'all got a lot to live up to this season.
For real though. But Calhoun City, I feel like they're going to be still pretty good in football though. Basketball, I really don't know, but football, I think they'll still be pretty good because they got like a lot of young guys too.
Yeah, they do.
That's still there. That's still coming up. But hey, shout out to those guys for real.
But all right, that's all I got for high school.
Yeah, we can just go on. Like I said at the beginning, it's just a recap episode. So like, even if we have talked about this stuff before this video, we just gonna redo it again because it's been since February since we posted the video. So we got to talk about and just catch up on everything.
College football national championship.
Yep.
And it's so crazy. Like when you sent me this outline, I'm like, I had to think in my head, who played in that game?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I went ahead and looked it up, put the score down there. Yeah, Miami, Indiana.
For those of you who were like me and thinking, who played in that game? Like Solomon just said, it was the Miami Hurricanes against the Indiana Hoosiers. And now that I when you sent that, it did refresh my memory because what's the dude name from Georgia that transferred?
Yeah, Carson Beck.
Carson Beck played in that game. But the score was 27-21. Indiana won. Now, did that quarterback go number 1 in the draft?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay.
He did. We're gonna talk about that when we get to NFL, but yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah, Mendoza, he went number 1 to the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, not Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders, yeah. But yeah, I mean, honestly, y'all, I don't even think I watched that game because I'm so SEC biased.
Yeah.
It wasn't the SEC team, so I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I watched the game. It was a good game back for Carson Beck did say at the end of the game. I wish he would have done that versus Ole Miss when we played them. But, but Indiana was just overall a great team. They surprised a lot of people, especially me, because I didn't think that they actually could do it. And I didn't think they had the physicality to match everybody else that was in the playoffs to pull it off, But they did it,
Yeah.
Like I said, wish I would have saw the Rebs in there or at least Alabama in there. But,
somebody.
Yeah.
Yep. But, yeah, that was the national championship game. It's early, but football teams and started training.
They had started training in the college season coming back up.
Yep.
What's your thought? What you think we going looking into? I do not think Indiana will repeat.
Oh no,
not at all. I don't think that is going to happen.
It really pains me to say this. It really pains me to say this. But I wouldn't be surprised if them boys up there and also do something. Go a little bit further this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I really would not be
I,
surprised.
I'm ready to see how it's gonna turn out.
I'm ready
Because
to see how it's gonna turn out against an SEC team that's about something.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. And I'm not even just. I'm ready to see how it turn out. Like, you know what I'm saying, the whole thing. Because yes, I feel like the guys. I feel like they love Pete Golden. I
Yeah.
feel like everything is structured, but it's just different.
It's
Lane
different.
not there.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like,
Yeah.
you can say it's the same team from last year, which I feel like, in my opinion, and a lot of people may not agree with this. I feel like last year's team was one of the best teams Lane Kiffin ever had. Like, even putting in the Jackson Dart team with Trey Harris, the Matt Corral team.
I feel like last year all the pieces were just in line.
Great QB.
On both sides of the
great
ball.
Great running back. Great
Yeah.
receiver. Like I said, great, well, I don't say great front, but decent front seven defensively. Secondary.
I was just finna say, now your defense, it was okay, but your offense was so powerful that it made up for the lack of defense
exactly,
that you had.
Exactly. And one thing I always said last season was, if we would have had this year offense with last year defense with Walter Nolan and them and all of that D-line that pretty much everybody got drafted and went to the draft, it would have been unstoppable. It would have been unstoppable because the defense last year was like, the secondary wasn't all that, but the front seven was so good that the secondary really didn't have to do much. They was getting the sack just because the D-line was doing their thing.
They
it wasn't
didn't
necessarily
have to do no one-on-one coverage.
Exactly, it wasn't no
that.
sack because the DB was actually playing good coverage. It's just, the front seven was actually getting back there.
Yeah.
Plus, you said like that explosive offense, like, and not even knocking the defense from this past season because they truly stepped it up from the beginning to the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
When they played Georgia in the regular season, that wasn't the same defense
They
that
played
them in the
Georgia.
playoffs.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
That was a very much improved defense.
And I feel like as a sports fan watching that game, we all could tell Ole Miss truly wanted that game.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that they didn't want to win the Miami game, because it's obviously that they did, but this Georgia game was like revenge game. Exactly. You could tell that it was personal and like they really truly wanted to win that game. It was by any means necessary.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I really think, like you said, depending on how they come in and Pete handle it. But another thing is too, Charlie Wise went to LSU with Lane.
Yeah.
Play calling.
That's what I was just about to say. It's gonna be depending on like who calling the plays as well too. Cause they got the athletes to make the plays.
Cause I think Charlie Wise was an excellent play caller. I think
too.
He made Lane Kiffin look really good.
He did. Cause that was some great play calling.
Yeah.
It was some time where it was some questionable play calling, but at the same time when it was working, it looked good.
Worked,
It looked good. It looked good.
Yeah.
And like. Not even on talking about. I really haven't heard anything else about nobody else though besides Ole Miss. Georgia always gonna be, Georgia. They gonna have who they gonna have.
I ain't really heard nothing about Bama.
I don't know what Bama gonna do. We need to go ahead and get rid of Kellen DeBoer. Like, he just not ready for it. And not saying that he hasn't got time to adjust, but he gotta understand it's the SEC. Like, you can't even win one. You can't even lose one game.
Let me ask you this though. Why all this hate on Ole Miss all of a sudden? Like, of course, from Lane. We understand Lane. But even Steve Sarkisian, when he made that little comment about Ole Miss, I mean,
it's just because
is it because Ole Miss is the top dog now? And everybody shoot at the top dog?
That's what it is. They mad. This Mississippi school up here doing their thing. Got this quarterback doing this. Got Keywan Lacey running the ball like that.
Shout out to Keywan Lacey on the cover.
Yeah,
he got the cover
on the NCAA. Yeah, fact.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It is. So like, it's just a lot of hype and buzz around the name right now.
Yeah.
People don't like to see that, especially like I said, because like compared to other parts in Mississippi, like if you from Mississippi, you look at Oxford like, oh, this the bougie part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But being outside of Mississippi, you still look at Oxford and Ole Miss like,
that
old country school, that little school down there in Mississippi, they ain't doing it. They got a little money, but they ain't doing nothing for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why at the same time, like to us, Ole Miss is like, Yeah, Ole Miss, this school.
Yeah,
like,
I
they
mean, that's
popping.
what- yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the other people is like, man, what is Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Like, so now they making all this noise.
And
We're
football.
one game away from the national championship. Then, like, not even just from football, baseball team, even though they lost
just
today,
lost today,
but
yeah.
they made it to Nebraska. You know, the women's college basketball team doing their
Yeah.
thing. Coach O getting their thing together. The men's team, not this past season, but the year before that, my freshman was in the Sweet 16. So, like, they making buzz all across.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The men golf team just won the national championship the first time in like a whole bunch of years
For
too.
real.
So like
So,
it's
I
just
mean,
it's noise all the
yeah,
way
it's all
around through
about
all
Ole
the sports,
Miss.
and not
Yeah.
even just with sports, but just within the school in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And people they taking notice.
Exactly.
And they ain't liking it.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is gonna be a crazy question, but you press record on that camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm working. I'm looking at the recording.
Oh. All right. You got anything else for college? All right, NFL, the Super Bowl. Do y'all remember the Super Bowl? Because that was back in February. It was Solomon Seahawks versus the Patriots. Solomon Seahawks won 29-13.
Yeah, we did. They don't no surprise that I've been told y'all we was gonna win the Super Bowl. Everybody called me crazy believing in Sam Darnold, but I knew all it took was some great play calling and put him in the right situation. Sam Darnold ain't that game changer quarterback. He can't go out there and make plays like on his own. I say that even though he did make plays in these playoffs to prove that he can do it, but you have to put him in the right situations first to get him really going, get his confidence up. Then once you get his confidence up, hey, he gonna play ball.
And I remember that game. The Seahawks came out and
Dominate the whole game, and
Yeah.
you can do that when your defense dominate the game. Like the Patriots couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like Mac Jones, he got sacked probably like 9 times.
He got sacked a lot.
Like a lot, like for real,
yeah.
for real. Like the D line was literally killing the Patriots'
Yeah.
offensive line. Like killing the Will Campbell, that boy from LSU that they were talking about that tackle,
I remember him,
getting
yeah.
smashed all
Yeah.
game long.
Yep. So, and then Keenan Walker the third.
Had a great game.
MVP.
Had a great and I
game.
called it because we did a podcast episode when my guy Carl that I'll be going live with before Super Bowl. I told him, I said, Keenan Walker gonna have a touchdown with over 100 rushing yards and we gonna win the game. And that's what he did.
And then the Seahawks went and did something I thought was
traded
crazy.
him. Traded him.
Traded him.
I knew that was gonna happen though, but they did it. We did that because for one, this was like Kenneth Walker, like maybe like 3rd, 4th year. He has had some injury problems coming into the league. And our coach, Mike McDonald, he didn't believe that Kenneth Walker could be that number one option at running back and carry the load.
Yeah.
Now, to me, trading him still don't make sense because we had Zach Carpenter, even though he tore his ACL at the end of the season. But we had our other running back coming in that was going to be our 1-2 punch. You know, but we went and traded him, though.
And then you traded him to Kansas City, of all places.
Of all places, Kansas City.
Yeah. I'm like...
Yeah, but at least we don't have to see them in the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
They're on the other side.
That is true.
But and we got rid of a lot of defense, too. Like, we got rid of Tyreek Woolen, Kobe Bryant. But we kept key pieces, though. Like, we kept Witherspoon. We kept Nick Amorari, our rookie that we got. Earl Jones. Like, we kept some key pieces. But we're going to just depend. We're going to see what the season like next year. Because our offensive play caller, he's never called plays before in the NFL. So, you know, our head coach will call the plays. So, we're just going to see.
Interesting to
just going to see.
What you think about Myles Garrett?
The Rams, they're trying to win while
Matt Stafford is still in the league.
Yeah, because and it's crazy as this sound, the older he gets, the better he gets. Because, like, even though he's still playing MVP level. Like, didn't he win the MVP last year?
If he didn't win, he was, like, in close.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So, I think he did. I think he did win MVP last year. So, they trying to go ahead and win while they still have him. Because, being honest, I don't even know who the Rams' backup quarterback is. Like, I know they drafted Stinson Bennett from Georgia that time, but they really don't be giving him no reps for real. So I don't know if they have, like, a true backup quarterback for Matthew Stafford.
Who is that backup quarterback? That's a good question.
I don't know. So that's why I think they trying to go ahead and win now because you traded your young star to go get an old star. You know what I'm saying? Like, Myles Garrett still just broke the sack record last year and everything. But at the same time, he's, 31 in his 30s compared to your young star who's like 23, 24, about to get right into his prime. So,
And Myles Garrett, I think he still got some good seasons left in him.
Yeah,
you know?
but it just like...
Matthew Stafford was the MVP last year.
I knew it, So, for them, it's really like... all in or nothing. Like we gotta win now. So it may work out, it may not.
You think Aaron Donald gonna come back?
I don't think so. I
think if he was gonna come back,
he would have been dead. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna come back. I think his time, like, it would be crazy to see, but I think he's accepted, like, his time is up. You know, he just gonna stick, you know what I'm saying, to the sidelines like that. You know, stay back.
Going back to the Cleveland Browns, apparently they got a quarterback situation going on with Deshaun and Shador. Like, who's gonna be the starter?
Yeah.
Who you think should be the starter? Do you think Deshaun Watson still got something left in him?
I don't know.
I know it's been so long since he played.
Like, I'm not gonna say that he doesn't, but I just want to make sure that he's mentally available to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because coming off the suspension with all the legal trouble he had, then coming back to play, then you get injured and out for a whole season. So, like, it's going to depend on what his mental state is like.
And also, I want to see him in a preseason game, but I really hope they give him a chance in, like, a real game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who you talking about, Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Let's
too.
See
me
what
too.
He's got. Let's see if he still got it.
Yes.
And it's going to take more than one game
to
see that.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. It's definitely going to take more than one game. But there's also the same case with Shador, though, because I want to see him get out there, but you didn't play him enough last year for him to really get rhythm and get accustomed to playing NFL games. So I also want to see him get his opportunity just to see what he can do, because we never really truly saw what he can do.
And then when you did play him in practice, you playing him with third and fourth string guys.
Exactly.
And then you put him in the game with the first string guys.
Yep.
I mean, like, so I think that's gonna be a good little battle they got going on in Cleveland there. But I'm just ready to see, the new upcoming NFL season. I'm ready to see what Kansas City coming with off their slump season that they had last year. I'm ready to see. Oh, AJ, he with the Patriots.
Yeah, AJ Brown with the Patriots. That's definitely a great pickup for them. I'm ready to see how the Patriots adjust to coming off the season that they had last year.
AJ and Mike Vrabel have a relationship. So I think it's gonna be good for AJ's mental too.
Facts, and that's a. You know they had Stephon Diggs as that veteran receiver to make plays, but he's out of his prime. I still feel like AJ Brown is still
he got something left.
In his prime. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna make it more of a better, reliable, go-to number one option receiver that the Patriots gonna have for next season.
Yeah. I ain't been hearing much about the Ravens.
Me either. I haven't really heard nothing like anything about NFL offseason. Being honest, but that's been because the NBA Finals and all that. That's been the main talk. So,
but NFL is coming.
NFL is coming. So for it, and the BeDifferent podcast, we'll be talking about it as things happen and things come along, man. So y'all stay tuned for that.
That's right. All right, let's go.
NBA Finals. Unless you living on a rock, you know who the 2026 NBA season, NBA Final champions are.
The New York Knicks.
The New York Knicks,
New York.
Yeah, the New York Knicks, man. Hey.
I mean, they ended it last night. They won the series 4-1. They defeated San Antonio 94-90 last night in San Antonio.
In San Antonio, with that, it's crazy.
All right, let's talk about it. First off,
San Antonio, young.
Okay.
That young men, their age showed. Their lack of veteran experience showed. Because all like the stats said, all 4 of the Knicks wins, they were down double digits.
Yeah.
And they came back and won the game.
Yeah.
Like, not saying comebacks can't happen, but you can't let it happen 4 times.
And not only that, shout out to Reggie Gunn. He posted this on Facebook last night. They lost every game, every single way.
Every single way.
Every single way.
And that's what I'm saying. That's when it comes to the veteran leadership within the players and the veteran leadership within the coaching staff. Because in every press interview I saw, everybody said the same thing. It didn't hold nobody accountable. They all said, like Wemby, he was the main one talking about, we dominated the games. We dominated the series. But you not holding yourself accountable to the fact that you taking bonehead shots in the fourth quarter.
Why you out there taking threes? Why you out there defending Jalen Brunson on the 3-point line? Why you not under the goal?
And then, like,
and I wanted New York to win, y'all, but
not even him guarding Jalen Brunson out there on the 3. Wemby is a defensive liability, and not because like he can't stay in front of nobody. I'm not saying he can't stay in front of nobody, but him just roaming the paint. He be leaving the corner three wide open. Wide open. Like, as them first 2 games, Carl into time was taking advantage of that all the time. Because all Wemby does is just stand in the paint and guard the goal. Like, with somebody like the Knicks with a stretch 5, like Carl in the time they can shoot the 3, you got to step out on that. Like, he pointed at the corner, pointed 3-point line, telling his teammates to go. But if they go over there, guess what he going to do? Pass it right back to the person that passed him and shoot the 3 still. Like,
we didn't do a podcast about this, but we talked about this amongst ourselves. When San Antonio beat OKC, you said Wemby is not gonna be able to guard Carl Anthony Towns the same way he guard
Hartenstein. Because Chet was playing scary. Chet could have been dominating Wemby same way Cat playing, not like physicality, but making him step out that paint, shooting that 3, driving him off the dribble.
Wemby didn't have to defend the 3-point line with them, but with Cat, it was a whole different. And he had to adjust.
Exactly.
The first 2 games, he was out.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. You had the Thunder depending on people like Alex Caruso knocking down 3s, in which he was. Don't get me wrong, but you got Hartenstein only sitting in the paint, so they're stopping your drive from Shea because Shea. We know Shea like to get to his mid-range, but he can't get there because Wemby already there guarding the goal. So,
like you said, the Spurs, they showed their inexperience and their youngness. And don't get me wrong, I do feel like the Spurs are up and coming team. They coming.
They definitely up and coming, but they're going to have to make some decisions because, for one, you can't depend on De'Aaron Fox. And I've been saying this even before the finals because he's never been to the finals. I said that. Nobody on the Spurs team but Harrison Barnes only had true finals experience. And even Harrison Barnes really doesn't because he wasn't the main star on the Warriors. Like, he was a role guy.
The first finals they won, I think he might have been a starter.
Yeah, he started, but he wasn't no star. Like, they didn't depend on him to be out there scoring 15, 20 points. It was
like Steph, Draymond, Clay did him.
Exactly. Like, they just needed him to rebound, play defense, knock a little 3 every now and then. Like, he never had no true superstar role experience.
And you know what? Like I told you when we were talking about it earlier, the Spurs needed a Chris Paul.
Yeah, they needed somebody to slow the game down because
veteran leadership.
Because in the clutch time, Wemby didn't know what to do with the ball. D. Fox didn't know what to do with the ball. They person that was calm down and knew what to do in the clutch's moment was Dylan Harper. And that's a rookie. Like, no way you asking your rookie that just came into the league to control the pace in the fourth quarter.
That boy gonna be
and they barely even played him in the fourth quarter.
That's what I didn't understand.
Exactly.
Like
you gotta
coaching.
Exactly. I would have trusted him more in the fourth quarter than I did D. Fox.
Yeah, it's like Dylan Harper, that boy gonna be nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, he, like you said, he knew what to do. He knew when to drive the ball. He knew when to shoot the mid-range.
Exactly. He knew when to slow the game down.
Yes, the Spurs gotta make some decisions.
Facts.
But I'm keeping him. I might give up. What's it?
Shea Petty. That I was just about to say because I saw this on TikTok this morning. Sean Petty, Devin Fazell, and I think it was one more person. They got player option. Like they extension eligible or they got player option to re-sign and thing like that. So like me personally, I'm building my backcourt around Stephon Castle, Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper.
Yeah,
like D Fox. Nah, like if anything, if we going to get a veteran, we got to get a veteran for it because like one of the commentators said, I forgot who said it, but they said it. The Spurs play 4 guard. Plus Wemby being 7'5" down in the paint. Like that's why OG was killing them because OG, so he already 6'8" with a 7'2" wingspan, muscular. Like they didn't have nobody that was physical and just big enough to even stop him and contain him on the offensive rebound, defensive rebound, and just in general.
You want to talk about game by game now?
I mean, yeah, we can.
Game 1. The Spurs, the Knicks won that game.
Yeah, the Spurs were controlling the game though.
And the Knicks came back and won.
Yep.
And a lot of people, and even me, I was one of those people. I was like, okay, I really did have one pick or the other in this series, but I was leaning more towards New York. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, the Knicks won, but the Spurs did just play 7 games, so fatigue, that might have played a factor in it.
Now, one thing I can say before we get into the other game. Yeah, the Spurs were winning these games, but I never 100% felt like they was gonna win the game. Like they had full control of the game.
Yes. And that was either one of these 5 games. You had the same feeling throughout the season.
Exactly. Like the Spurs winning, but it's like okay, now they winning, but the Knicks not out the game.
Like last night, I kept saying it ain't over. Like for me, I'm like. the Spurs, it ain't over till the clock hits zero. Because the way these Knicks do, like,
they come back.
And then the history of the other games, you know,
Fact,
you just...
Fact. And it go back to, like, we were saying this morning, like, just like how we did the boxing analogy. In these games, the Spurs, the first round, oh, they knocking. They hitting, they punching, they knocking them out, knocking the Knicks down, they down and out. But as the round continued, the Knicks just steady hitting them with them side punches, hitting them in the stomach, hitting them in the stomach. They ain't trying to knock them out. They just hitting them to where they can feel it, you know, stumble a little bit, get a little fatigue. And then guess what? When that time came, the Knicks hit them with that knockout punch.
And bam.
Game over.
Game.
Game over. Like the Spurs, they can hit you in the beginning. They just
start out fast.
They don't kill them.
They don't. They don't know how. They don't know how to twist the knife and make sure they did.
They go back to one thing Coach Clifton always told it. When you playing a team, we got to kill them. Like, you just can't punch them and punch. You got to go ahead and put your hand on their neck, choke them, and kill them. Go ahead where they can't breathe no more. They got no room to feel like they can breathe. They got no room to feel like they can come back. The Spurs always left that little gap to where they felt like, the Knicks feel like, okay, you know, they win it, but, you know, we ain't worried. We ain't worried about it.
That goes back to inexperience.
Yeah.
Inexperience in coaching. And we keep saying inexperience, but I blame a lot of it on the coaching because going back, like we said, you had Dylan Harper on the bench for most of the fourth quarter. It was key moments you had Wemby on the bench.
And during that 29-point comeback, it was key moments where you could have called a timeout to slow the momentum down, but you didn't.
Yes, I mean, coaching to me. But going on to game two, the Spurs lost by 1 point. Wemby missed the game-winning shot. Okay, both games 1 and 2, Cat had awesome games. Like, based on games 1 and 2, Cat could have been your MVP.
Final MVP. For sure.
Like, the Spurs, they had the lead in that game and let them come back. I don't know what they don't.
And then game 3, the Spurs won. The Spurs dominated game 3 the whole entire game from the beginning to the end. Like, they just played a great game and dominated. Like, how they started.
That was the first game back in New York.
Game back in New York.
And game 3, and also, and now this is gonna be controversial, but I feel what I feel and I say what I say. I feel like the Knicks may have swept the Spurs, but they were so uncomfortable because Donald Trump was at that game. And y'all know when the president is at a facility, the security is so high.
And the fans, like the crowd wasn't the same.
The fans had to be there like 3 hours early. You had to go through all these security screenings, in which, you know, you should have to do that for when the president is in town or whatever. But it threw the rhythm of everything because we had said Madison Square Garden going to be rocking.
And they couldn't even be turned how they wanted to because
they couldn't even have the watch parties like they used to do because
of protocol.
Was at the game.
And see, like I said, when we talking about outside the camera, like with something like that, you can't make that public knowledge that you're gonna be. That's something you got to be undercover. You at the game, you know, just sneak in. Exactly, like in the press box at the top. Like, you don't let nobody know that you at that game.
Yeah, I just feel like that disrupted the flow of the team, the fans, and like they just, even though it was a close game, I feel like they just disrupted the flow.
So, I get what you're saying.
So that was game 3. Game 4, the series was 2-1.
Yep.
People talking, saying if the Spurs win game 4, we got a series 2-2. And even me and you said, like, they win game 4. I don't know if the Knicks going.
They said they ain't going back to San Antonio.
Yeah, we had our doubts. And then, I mean, the Knicks almost proved us right. What, they were down by 29?
Down by 29.
How do you let a team come back from 29 points and beat you?
Like, I'm going to tell you what happened. The Spurs started off hot. They just couldn't finish.
I went back and watched that game because I had to work the night of that game, so I just caught the end. I went back and watched the full game. Man, the first half,
Spurs started off hot. They couldn't miss. And in the third quarter, they had 14 points. In the fourth quarter, they had 16 points.
And see, that's what I'm saying going back. We saying it's inexperience. It is inexperience on the players' part and the coach's part.
Exactly, because
with your team, like, I think at one point the Spurs had 8 possessions and they came down and shot a three
Yeah.
on all 8 possessions.
I was just about to say that. I
missed
was
them.
just about to say that.
And this one, like late in the shot clock threes, you still had
Double-
double-digit time left on the shot clock.
Exactly. Y'all getting offensive rebound and Wemby catching it on the 3-point line, shooting it immediately.
Yeah.
First off, you know your three not falling for nobody. Give to the paint. You 7-5. Let the offense run through you, get inside the paint,
Yes.
get to the free throw line,
Yes.
slowing some things down. Like it's not that hard. Like they lived and died by the three in that game because it was
They
falling
sure
in the
did.
first half.
Yep.
And when the second half came and it wasn't falling, they didn't know what to do.
Yeah. And like again, I feel like the coach could have called timeout quicker than he did.
He could have drawn.
you know?
I feel like he could have drew some better plays
Yes,
to
yes.
produce some buckets, you know. But I really don't. I don't even know who Mitch Johnson is. I didn't know who the Spurs coach was until this NBA
he was
playoffs.
on the coaching staff before Pop got sick.
Yeah, okay.
So they just moved him
Him up. Yeah, okay.
So, but like, and don't get me wrong, Wemby is phenomenal. I still think he's going to win multiple championships.
Yeah,
it
facts.
just wasn't his time. But somebody, Kenny or Charles said, the Spurs don't have that closer.
They don't.
They don't like. They
I was
don't,
gonna get into that after
They
you
don't
talk
have
about
a
that
closer. Oh, okay. Well,
No,
we
we
can
gonna talk about it now, but yeah, they don't. Like I was saying, I'm gonna get into it in the next game. Jalen Brunson in Game 5 single-handedly
Yes.
beat the Spurs
He
by
sure
himself.
did. Yeah,
Not
he
only
did.
because he had 45 points, but he knew when it came down to the clutch, he was taking that shot.
Yeah.
He had the
Everybody
balls
knew
in
it.
his hand.
Everybody knew it.
Every time the Spurs came down and scored, Jalen Brunson came back with his own answer.
Yeah.
Like everybody in the gym, from the Spurs to the New York Knicks to the fans, everybody knew the ball. When the Knicks got the ball, Jalen Brunson was getting that ball, going to work, and about to
Yep.
make something happen.
And like you said, with the Spurs, they didn't know who was gonna take the shot.
Exactly.
This is like even on the last play last night of Game 5, instead of De'Aaron Fox taking the three, he passed it back to Wemby to take it. And I'm like, yes, Wemby has been making threes, but the three ball is more of your specialty.
Exactly.
Like, why
exactly.
didn't you
they
attempt
don't
it?
have, like I said, they don't have their closer, their number one true option that's like, give me the ball. I'm about to win us this game.
That killer mentality.
Exactly. And like I
Yeah.
said, De'Aaron Fox never been in the NBA Finals. I don't even think he's ever made it past the second round of the
I don't
playoffs.
either. So,
Like, and then like, people was talking about how bad he was. Like, yeah, De'Aaron Fox never just been the worst player. You know what I'm saying? But to me, he's never just been that.
the best season.
That's what I'm saying. He's
Yeah.
never been that real, true superstar. Like, yeah, you could say he had the Sacramento Kings, but they wasn't no playoff team when he was leading them.
Yep.
Like, they had a decent record, but they weren't just that.
No finals contention.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come
Yeah.
on. Now, he
Yeah.
never had to truly lead a team. And not necessarily, not saying that he have to lead the Spurs, but he has no true veteran
Yeah.
leadership
That he-
experience
yes.
that he can put down and pass down to these guys.
Yeah, and another thing about Game 4, they came back from 29 points down. OG, they got to steal. The Spurs got to steal. De'Aaron Fox had the ball. It was like, I can't even remember how many.
It was about 16 seconds left.
Instead
Well,
of him,
it was 16 seconds left when they inbound the ball. When De'Aaron Fox got about 12.
Yeah. Instead of him dribbling the ball, dribbling the timeout, making New York fire him, he goes up for the layup.
Yep, get blocked.
And gets blocked by OG Anunoby. Knicks get the ball back. Something happened anyway.
The Knicks get the ball back. Spurs foul. And then, because they had a foul to give.
Yeah,
So the
that's
Knicks can
right.
take the ball out on the side. Knicks take the ball out. Jalen Brunson shoots a deep three over Wemby in. It was somebody else.
De'Aaron Fox, it was both of
Yo,
them.
it was short. They doubling Jalen Brunson. Then nobody see OG. Because OG passed the ball inbounds.
He inbound the ball.
Yep,
Nobody
and
guarded
he
him.
went straight down the middle, got the tip in, put back layup, Knicks win the game. It wasn't a buzzer beater, but the
It
Knicks
was-
won the
yeah,
game
it
off
was
this
a
shot.
game-winning shot.
Yeah.
And going back to that play, I think I said it earlier. Why was Wemby out there guarding Jalen Brunson? Why weren't you under the goal?
Yeah.
Like, make that
Yeah,
make sense.
that's the time where you have to be on the goal right there.
Like, De'Aaron Fox should have been able to hold up against Brunson on his
On his own, yeah.
Or put Vassell.
Or somebody else on there, yeah. Because
So,
you need your tallest guy on the court under the
Yes.
basket, getting rebounds, stopping offensive rebound, yeah.
you
Again,
know-
coaching.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying this again, it's coaching.
Coaching. And Spurs call a timeout. They try to add it to Vassell
Being
to
honest,
Castle, which it was good.
the play would have worked. If
Yep.
Cat didn't tip the ball,
They
they would have won the game.
Yep.
Because Stephon Castle was wide. As long as it would have been a good pass right at the rim where he can catch it and either dunk it or just drop it in for a layup, they definitely would have won the game. Great play call. He was wide open.
But Cat tipped it. It was just so slight that he tipped it.
And then Stephon Castle, if he would have caught it instead of dropped it, like when he hit the ground, Cap tipped, he probably still would have had a chance to get a layup, but he dropped the ball again, and then time ran out.
So that was game 4. Game 5 last night, the final game, was in San Antonio. Solomon said they should have lost last night so they could have won in New York.
Fact, it would have just been better, more nostalgic. But even still, though, Spurs were up 16 points.
Yeah.
The Knicks took their first lead in the fourth quarter, and that was their only lead besides them winning the game and being up 5-4 in the first quarter.
Yep. That's it. And I can't remember the numbers, and I said I was going to remember them, but the Spurs led like 100 and something minutes of this entire series.
Yeah.
And the Knicks only led like 40 something.
Exactly.
Like,
This just the experience, man. Not only from OG, who's won the NBA championship, even though he didn't play in that final, but with the Toronto Raptors, where he learned from Kawhi Leonard that whole season. You got Jalen Brunson, who's ever since he's been to the Knicks, been in the playoffs every year, been to the conference final. Now this is his first time going to the final. And winning. Cat, who's been in the league 10 years, they got experience.
Got him more.
Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, like all them are vets. Like they been in the league, been in situations.
They put their time in and it paid off.
Exactly. Even Mikal Bridges, he was in the final back when the Phoenix Suns was in there with Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton them. So like they been there, they been knowing.
They got that experience.
Exactly. Shout out Mike Brown, man. I'm glad that he got him one.
Yeah, Mike
for
Brown,
real.
he finally got him one as a head coach. Yeah,
he well deserved.
He been in
well
the league
deserved.
a long time too. Yeah, I'm just so happy for those guys.
Fact.
And like even with Cat, Cat's story is just so touching. He always giving his mama her acknowledgement, even though she's no longer with us. He just has a touching story. But game 5, I mean, like you said, this entire series, you never felt like the Spurs was in control, even when they had the lead. It was like the Knicks just wanted it.
The Knicks wanted it more. And one thing, like you said, too, the Spurs got cocky. They get cocky when they get the lead.
They got cocky when they get the lead.
Like Wemby get the talking noise and all that. Yeah. Like they get real cocky.
They do. And I like Wemby. I think Wemby is going to win multiple championships.
Yeah, most definitely. But it just
wasn't his. And even me and you, we said, and again, this was based on when we thought OKC was gonna beat San Antonio. We was like, the East ain't gonna win the championship in a long time. Yeah. And look, they won it this year.
They did. The Knicks definitely surprised me because you can even go back to the old podcast episode before the season started. I had this year being the Cavs year coming out the East.
Yeah.
Especially going off last season, the way they started off.
Yeah.
But, hey, the Knicks, they did. I'm proud of them guys. And I don't think we said it, but Jalen Brunson was the finals MVP. So, shout out to him.
Yeah, and he deserved it. He did. It. Like you said, Jalen Brunson beat the Spurs last night.
And one thing I can say about Jalen Brunson this whole series, you can go back and look at stats and look at the highlights, but in the fourth quarter, when it mattered the most, he stepped up every game, regardless if he was having a horrible game first through third quarter. When that fourth quarter came,
clutch time,
he stepped up and did his job. That's the number one, that's the star player on your team, the number one option.
That's what you get paid to do.
Exactly.
And you know what else too? The Spurs did not win a home game this entire season. They let New York come in and beat them in their house three times. And I'm like, that's.
But there's gonna be motivational Wemby though, because like we said, I definitely feel Wemby is gonna get at least 5 championships before he retires. At least five. You
know what though? It left my head what I was finna say. But you think he's gonna get 5?
At least 5, easy. Because you gotta understand, he's already been there, and this only his second year in the league.
Yeah, third.
Okay, it's only his third year in the league. Okay. He's only going to get better. He's only going to get stronger. He's only going to get mentally tougher and going to understand the game better. If the Spurs do what they need to do and truly bring in that veteran leader like they need, and that's going to actually teach Wemby like different things about the game and teach him different understanding, like, because he already know it. It's just about understanding and applying those things when it's in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can know everything you need to know about the game of basketball, but when you get in that moment, you don't know how you gonna truly respond and react.
And that's just like going to your point off of that. When he missed those 2 critical
Free throws, exactly.
I mean,
exactly. Like,
you know,
Wemby know he can walk up to that line and make them free throws, but this the finals.
Yeah.
You make these, you pretty much win the game. Like,
Yeah.
this extra pressure, you don't know what you will go up there and do. So having that veteran leadership, not only in the locker room, but on the floor and, like, just in your ear all the time, like, that's going to change Wemby's game. It's just going to make him get so much better. Because, like, he going to, like, how he, like they say he trained with Kevin Garnett, Jamal Crawford, and all the over the offseason. This the offseason. You need somebody in your ear in this moment that
right now
that been in this moment that can tell you, hey, you need to do this. This is what you need to look for. This is what you need to be going through in your mind.
This is what these teams finna start doing to you
Exactly.
now.
Like,
Yeah.
if he had that on the court with him during the game, I feel like a lot of things would have been more different because he would have had somebody in his ear telling him, hey, chill out on them threes. Like, you know they can't stop you. Get to the rack, get fouled, get your free throw line, see a couple shots go in the basket. Okay, now you can see, okay, I done seen something go in. Now let me step into this rhythm three, knock it down. Like, you know, what they got now, like, not saying there ain't nobody telling them, but they young. They like, you good, bro. Like, the next one going to fall. Keep shooting. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
it's like, and like you said, they have no... It's kind of like they just out there playing free.
Exactly.
And eventually we get women the ball and he'll make it.
Exactly.
You know?
That's all it is, you know. But they're young, though. They don't know nothing else. They
that's
young.
all they
Like,
know.
literally, nobody's been in that position that they was in. So, now
But-
that they all got that experience, as long as they keep their core and continue, like, to build around those guys and keep bringing in good draft picks and great pickup and additions, the Spurs going to be all right.
They're going to be okay.
They're going to be straight.
I think they're going to be okay. Josh Hart got him one.
Yeah,
I mean,
he did. I'm glad he got him one.
Yeah, I like Josh Hart.
Yeah.
To me, Josh Hart does just enough. He did just enough to get drafted.
Fact.
And he does just enough to stay
Stay
in the league.
Yeah,
I mean,
fact.
because you never know if he going to make the shot, if
Or
he going
not.
to get the rebound.
Yeah. But Josh Hart, he a hustle guy. You need guys like Josh Hart on your team.
He's a hustle player.
You need
He
guys
is.
like Josh
Yeah,
Hart.
I
Like him, like Josh Hart, Marcus Smart, Alex Caruso. Like,
Yeah.
you need guys on your team like them.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, we talked about Cat and Jalen Brunson and his dad and both getting one.
Yep.
That was a special
Yep.
moment too. So congratulations to the New York Knicks and the New York fans. I saw the parade is gonna be Thursday.
Yeah, boy,
So
they got to send New York
is gonna
down.
be crazy.
New York, y'all, all the workers out there, y'all about to have y'all 4-day weekend.
Okay.
You finna turn up Wednesday night because you ain't going to work Thursday because they going to shut everything
Yeah.
down for the parade. Thursday night going to be too hectic. They going to have to close the city down Friday. Friday going to be want to turn up again just because we the
Yep.
champs.
Yep.
And then Saturday night, it's the weekend. We partying. We the champs.
it's the
And it's the
weekend.
weekend
Yep.
too. Oh.
Yep.
New York finna be shut down all weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be a live
I'm telling you,
party.
Good Morning America finna have fans on there with they Knicks shirts on and all that. For
It's
real, they gonna be.
fun. It looks like it's gonna
I'm
be
telling
fun
you, they gonna
to
be
watch.
turned.
Yes.
I'm ready for. I'm ready to see it on social
Me
media.
too. But listen, going back to OKC and Giannis. If you OKC, you going to get Giannis. You got the draft picks to go get him.
You do have draft pick. It's gonna depend on how do you wanna in the future deal with Chet Holmgren, knowing that you have to deal with Wemby, and if
Wemby had Chet terrified. That boy was terrified.
and if we go get Giannis, how long do we think he has left in the tank? Because Giannis is in his 30s. You know? Ain't
Oh,
he?
yeah.
Giannis is in his 30s. Yeah. You got Shea, who is 28, I want to say 27, 28.
Shea is getting up there. I didn't realize Shea was that old.
Exactly. He's in his prime now.
Yeah.
So if you were to go get Giannis, you have to do it this offseason. You can't wait. You can't wait. Because if you wait, it's going to give other teams too much time.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's going to depend on, like I said, how much Giannis think got left in the tank, what they're going to do with Chet Holmgren, and what direction do they want to go. Because if Milwaukee trade Giannis, you have to come with a package that's going to give Milwaukee something to look at, like, okay, we got a future to build here. We got something that's going to build us a future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, they might not want Chet to build their future. They might want J-Dub to build a future around because he has final experience, certified bucket getter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I'm the Thunder, I am looking at J-Dub as injuries.
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 Because he was hurt for this.
Injury. And this not his first time being hurt.
Yeah.
Injury. So, honestly, me personally, if I'm the Thunder, and this about to sound crazy, But looking at the future, because Giannis is durable. Even though he plays hard, he give you his minutes. He's going to be worth the time that he give you.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I am going to get Giannis, I'll trade J-Dub. And I'll throw Lou Dort in there. You want to know why? Because I'll throw Lou Dort in there because I got Alex Caruso. All they'll do is just give me Alex Caruso who can start and showed me. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Lou Dort can knock a little three down here and there.
Yeah.
But Alex Caruso showed me, like, hey, if you need me to step up and average 15, 20 points,
I can do it.
I can do it consistently.
Yeah.
You know, I can do it consistently. With still with giving you good defense, great hustle. So I'll throw J-Dub, Lou Dort.
And Chet.
Nah. Know what? Yeah, and Chet.
For Giannis. Giannis is worth it. He's worth it.
But do I want to get rid of Chet, though? Because you still got to...
You can't keep Chet, Hartenstein, and get Giannis.
But you can get rid of Hartenstein, though, and keep Giannis and Chet. Because you got to have some spacing. Like, you got to have three-point shooters. Giannis not a three-point shooter. So, if you keep Giannis and Hartenstein, you got two liabilities. Even though Giannis has worked on the mid-range jump shot, but he's not a consistent, I'll step out there. If he make it, he make it. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, though, if it was me, I wouldn't get rid of J-Dub. I would get rid of Chet, Lou Dort, like you said.
But it's Chet and Lou Dort enough plus Drake plus draft pick? Because Lou Dort is not a number one option. No, Chet is not a number one option.
He's not.
Exactly.
What
so
about the other Jalen Williams, though?
He not a number one option either. He a role guy. He come off the bench.
I get rid. They gonna.
If anything, I'll trade. Okay, we can do it like this. I'll get him AJ Mitchell, the left-handed dude.
Yeah.
That got hurt. I'll give him AJ Mitchell, Chet Holmgren, and Lou Dort in the draft pick.
Yeah, for
Giannis.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting to see because.
But like we said, my bad, I mean, cause y'all go ahead.
We know Giannis don't want to be in Milwaukee
Facts.
anymore, so
Facts.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
And the Thunder, the only team with enough like capital, they can go get Giannis. Honestly, like.
Yep.
But I did see something about a 3-team trade within Boston, the Hawks, and the Bucks, which was send Giannis to Atlanta. I want to say. No. I'm wrong. I forgot what it said, but I forgot where it said Giannis was gonna go. But Jaylen Brown would go to Atlanta Hawks.
Hey, speaking of that, I saw on social media, and I'm not saying this is a reputable website that I saw. It's just a gossip site. But Jaylen Brown put his house up for sale in Boston. Now, do I think the Celtics gonna get rid of him? No, because they owe him so much money.
Yeah, I don't think they need to get rid of him, though.
It's interesting, though.
It is but
interesting.
He might just be trying to get something new.
Might be.
But I don't feel like the Celtics need to trade. I don't think they need to break up the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown duo.
I think they need to just ignore the outside.
They do need to ignore the outside. Yeah. They need to just keep them playing how they going to keep playing because, like I've been saying, if you keep up with the podcast, like, for real, I always felt like Jaylen Brown was better than Jason Tatum.
Yeah, you do.
But the media and the market and the NBA itself.
They put Jason Tatum above.
Exactly. And it's just better. He's better for the people. Yeah. He's more of a people person. He don't say those crazy things that
Jaylen Brown says.
Exactly. And not saying that it's crazy, but Jaylen Brown is more open and more of himself regardless of what the media thinks than what Jason Tatum is. And you gotta, the NBA is a market. It's money.
It's
so
market. You're
so
right.
they gonna market the person that looks better for them more. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna do more for him than they do for the other, even though we know and we watching Jaylen Brown stepping up in those big games. Not saying
the Celtics were doing really good without Jason Tatum.
Exactly. Even though they blew a 3-1 lead to the 76ers in the playoff, they still had a better season everybody would expect. Yeah. They weren't expecting the Celtics to be the number 2 seed and be at top of the East like they were. Come on.
Jaylen Brown.
Exactly.
Jaylen
come on. So
it's gonna be a lot of interest. I think a lot of interesting moves gonna be made this offseason.
Yeah.
The one that we hadn't talked about that everybody waiting on. What Braun gonna do? What is Braun? And he's an unrestricted free agent. So he can really go anywhere he wants to go.
I'm telling y'all, Braun ain't gonna pop up ESPN. Breaking news. Braun retired, man. Brown
I
retiring.
think
Now I think he got one more in him though.
I think he got one more in him. I think he's going home
more.
to Cleveland to finish it out. That's what I think.
I don't know.
I think that would be the perfect storybook ending.
It would be, but would he do that though?
I think so. I think honestly, I think he's gonna be because he has Zuri, his little girl that's still in school.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna play a huge factor in it.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know, she playing sports and stuff too.
she's in sports now. She's like a huge volleyball star.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna play a major role in his decision.
Yep.
Because what's the young Bryce? He's at Arizona. So
I didn't see him declare for the NBA draft. I'm glad he did it because
he didn't get no playing time.
Exactly. So like, you know, go back for another season, learn, develop, get some playing time, actually build your draft stock up.
But I do think the Lakers are moving on from Bron.
Yeah, I do too as well. So, the Lakers need to just do a whole rebuild, being honest, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Luka is not your future. I mean, Luka is your next 2-3 years.
Yeah,
he's
facts.
not your long.
They need to start developing that young core.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, facts.
But
facts.
Where you think Bron going?
I don't know. Him to the Cavs wouldn't be bad. I don't feel like he's going to a new team that he's never played before.
Yeah, it's too late in his career for that.
Exactly. Yeah. I honestly do feel like he will go back to Cleveland to close it out. Just like one more year. Mm-hmm. Close it out, like you said, farewell tour. End it out like that.
Yep, and that's going to be interesting. But it's coming. You got anything else you need to talk about?
No, I don't, but I do have a few shout outs and stuff like that, man. June 20th. Shout out to my guy Button, man, Hometown Huddle. He's got foundation during their 3rd annual football camp. I think it's too late to sign up now, but it's from 9 to 12 at the Park and Rec Field in Houston, Mississippi, man. Y'all bring y'all kids out there after 12 o'clock because it's a fun day immediately after open to the public, man. But if it is able to still sign up, I think it's for kids like ages 6 to 13.
I think so.
And like I said, from 9 to 12 at the Park and Rec Field in Houston, Mississippi. Like I said, man, y'all just come out there and support my guy, the podcast. We'll be out there doing interviews and media coverage, so y'all stay tuned for that video, man. Got other podcast video coming out. Got a lot of stuff been working on behind the scenes for y'all, so y'all stay tuned. I'm actually about to go work on that stuff right now after I edit this video, so y'all stay tuned for that. Got some good video. Well, I'm trying to get some good videos on the way for y'all, so y'all stay tuned for that. Just scheduling and working and everything like that. So, but y'all stay tuned for that podcast video. Definitely coming. It's the summertime now. Yeah, we got free agency, we got sports, but y'all know we done branched out, so we gonna try to have some different guests on here, man, so y'all can have some new people, new faces, get some new audience tuned in. Hey, I forgot to mention this too at the beginning. We hit 400 subscribers, man. So so thank y'all for that, man. 400 subscribers on the podcast. Y'all know we've been going on next month. Make 3 years strong, which is so crazy. Got to plan that video out and what we gonna do about that, man. But thank y'all, 400 subscribers. Like I said, we got a lot of things coming for y'all, man. So y'all stay tuned for that because hey, we been working. Trust me, we been working. Even though we ain't been posting, we been working trying to get a lot of things together for y'all, so y'all stay tuned. And I got a lot of things, especially coming when I get back to Oxford, that I got in store for y'all that's gonna really, I feel like really gonna blow the podcast up and really get it out there and branch out. So y'all stay tuned for that, for real, for real. But I got my BeDifferent quote of the week if you ain't got nothing else to say.
I don't.
All right, y'all, BeDifferent quote of the week for this week is, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So, hey, man, remember you got to make every day count. Can't look at the past, can't look at the future. You got to live in the moment and make the day and right now count, man. That's going to get your future right.
That's right. All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace.